you remember when the market took off the other day, I was letting you guys know that you may want to go ahead and pull some money off the table, be a little bit conservative, be a little bit careful, protect what you have, because some of that money literally just disappeared in thin air, right? So with that said, keep your eye on that. Basically, the Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates. That's a big deal. Now, the PCI, Personal Consumption Expenditures Index, is expected to come out soon, and that's a big deal. If those numbers are not good, that could end up harming the stock market. And NVIDIA's earnings already mentioned that. And what I'm going to do actually is give you a bull and bear case on NVIDIA, and to really give you a spoiler alert. I actually like NVIDIA. I'll just say that. So if you want to know, does Dr. Boyce want to own NVIDIA? The answer is yes, yes, hell to the yes. It doesn't mean I know NVIDIA is going to go up, but I know NVIDIA is a big part of the future. Also, there's another company that I've been buying shares in before, and I'm glad I did. And they're kind of a little bit of a competitor to NVIDIA, and that's Intel. Their ticker symbol is INTC. I like Intel because I believe that the government, that Trump is just gonna, that his people are gonna prop that stock up. I think that their investment in Intel isn't just about the money. It's actually about what they can do in terms of getting customers for Intel. Basically, Intel, if they get customers and they get some investment, Intel can be a player again. And so the time to really invest in things like that is before it happens. So literally, as I'm speaking to you, I'm literally buying more shares of Intel, and I'm also buying more shares of NVIDIA. It is not because I know for sure what is going to happen. I have to keep repeatedly saying that this is not investment advice, because for some reason people think that if you have a PhD in finance, you can predict stocks. Well, the PhD in finance taught me that you can't predict stocks. So all the people on the internet telling you they know what's going to go up and what's going to go down, that those people are wrong, because they just don't know. They get lucky, sure. If I flip a coin and I say, yeah, it's going to be heads. Well, of course, I'm gonna be correct 50% of the time just because of probability. But that does not mean I know I have a special skill when it comes to coin flipping. So don't let anybody fool you. Just, don't go chasing waterfalls. That's how people lose money. And I want you to make money by consistently investing. Okay. So anyway, for those of you that were at the All Black National Convention, you know about the 5-year pledge. The 5-year pledge is something that I'm sticking with, that I want us to really look at. And the 5-year pledge basically says that if you are willing to treat your family like it's a bill, you already pay bills on time. You pay your cell phone bill on time. You pay your car note on time. You pay your rent on time. And I want you to pay yourself on time, right? I want you to care as much about your own legacy as you care about the car dealer's legacy. I need you to care about your own family as much as you care about the landlord's family. And so here's the thing. We got a whole lot of folks that know how to pay bills. And they pay bills on time, and because you got to keep your credit score up, because somebody lied to you and told you that a good credit score and a college degree were the two most important assets you can have. That's not true. The two most important assets you can have are a capital base and generational wealth. At least those are two of many. But if you've got generational wealth slash financial security, which comes from a capital base, which is all kind of connected, then you don't really need the good credit score, because credit scores are for people that don't have any capital. If you have capital, then you don't need a credit score. Wealthy people that have capital can borrow against those assets, because collateral trumps capital. So collateral trumps credit scores every single day of the week. So I don't want you to just have the credit score. I want you to have the collateral. So here's the deal. Here's the plan. Here's the promise.